What up, world? It's your boy, Oscar Mike. I had somebody hit me up and ask me, what do I think about, the economy and economic downturn that we're in. And this person, had a Toro business and stuff like that. I'm not going to go too deep into it. All right, but here we go. First and foremost, you need some type of a cushion right now. So let's talk about it, right? We're in an economic downturn. I saw that, crypto came up a little bit like last week, over the weekend, but not enough to, get me too excited over, right? The market's been down. Um, rents are going up. The price of goods and services are going up. Everything's going up, right? Inflation, everything's going up. Forget all that. What you need to do right now is you need to figure out a way to get a cushion. So like this person I know, they own a Toro business. They got a couple of rental cars or whatever. People aren't renting cars. No one's traveling. It's cold out. It's been snowing here on the East Coast or whatever. People are not paying rent. So even my business, I have people who are not paying rent. So some of the things that I had to do was I had to restructure my business. For me, I'm making sure that I clear debt and that I'm in a position that, when discounts, present themselves, or when a business opportunity presents itself, that I'm in a position to move. I've had to do some refis. I've had to, put some money into some places. I've been able to raise rents a little bit. Some places you can't raise rent. How are you going to raise rent on someone who's already having a hard time, paying that rent? Yeah, you can evict them or whatever when they don't pay, right? But then it's going to cost you money to be able to turn that unit. So what you really need to do is kind of figure out what your monthly bills are, right? What you really need to live off of, and start saving some money, and invest some as well, right? But you're going to need some reserves. You're going to need a cushion because, for most Americans, one or two things, sends them into this downward spiral, right? Like you need tires, or something goes wrong with your car. Like let's say if you're able to save like $200, $300, $400, even $500 a month. One thing goes wrong with your car, that can bankrupt you almost. You're in it's going to put you in this downward spiral where then you got to put it on the credit card. Then you're overpaying, for that service, because a lot of people don't pay their credit cards off every month. Like, so for me, personal life, I'm getting paying off all my credit card debt, right? That'll be done this month, right? Same thing with the business, paying off most of the business's debt, right? And I carry most of my debt in my business. And then after that, I'm going to start putting more money away, or pressing on mortgages on some of my rental properties or whatever, so I can pay them down, maybe pay some of them off, but pay them down, because I'll probably end up refining some of them. Anyway, you got to figure out those little ways and those little things to create a little bit more, cash flow in your life, or a little bit more money for you to be able to save. Because if not, like, a lot of people are about to get caught holding the bag. I'm telling you right now, okay? You're going to get caught holding the bag. A lot of people in their businesses, like these people with these niche businesses, everybody started a business during, the pandemic. People are artists, everybody got a business, man. LLC. Everybody's talking about some doggone LLCs, and you're still freaking broke. I don't care about LLCs. I got some of my rental properties in my name. I have some in LLCs. It doesn't really matter. Okay? Somebody sues me. Okay, I got a $1 million umbrella insurance. Knock yourself out. Okay? The issues that we're about to have in this country is that most people are not gonna make enough to live their lives. And so I know some people who are making $200,000 a year, $300,000 a year, and still broke. Right? I live in my house is maybe 2,300 square feet. But that's a small house compared to a lot of my friends who are millionaires. Small. Okay? And their house is like 600 or 700. So my point is that those people who bought too much house when interest rates were even low or whatever, one or two things is going to put them in a position where they might not even be able to afford it now. And if you don't have a cushion to help you survive, if you have your own, business, or whatever the case may be, you're going to get hurt. You're going to get hurt if you don't have a cushion. Okay? I make a decent amount of money or whatever with my job and with my business, and even I had to restructure to be able to create a cushion. So like the other day, found out might have to do 2 renos this year. That could bankrupt somebody. Last year I spent I don't know, like 30 G's on renos. That would bankrupt most people. Okay? You guys got to get it together. All right? I want everyone to be successful out here. So I want you to, create a cushion, restructure now. One more thing that I'm doing in my personal life and in my business, I'm taking out as much credit as I can. I'm applying for as much business credit cards, personal credit cards, all the credit I can. And it's not necessarily to take it and use it now, it's to have it. So that if an opportunity arises, I have credit available to me. Another thing that the banks do is during economic downturns, they start cutting your credit limits. Like I had a $42,000 line of credit with Cabbage, with a K, Kabbage, right? They cut it. I paid it off. Like I did nothing wrong. I made all my payments on time, paid it off or whatever. But they don't want to get caught holding it back. They don't want you to have the opportunity to run it up and file for bankruptcy. Okay? So for a guy like me, I'll apply for as much credit and get as much credit available to me so that if I need it or if something comes up where as though I can make some money using that credit, to provide me more income, I'll do that. All right. I gave you guys enough secrets. I want you guys to take this information. Hopefully it helps a lot of you. Let me know in the comments, like, comment, subscribe, and have a great day because Oscar Mike said so.